South Africa has been rocked by a political earthquake of epic proportions following explosive claims made by former intelligence officer Sibongiseni Mkhwanazi, who has now broken his silence on what he calls the biggest political cover-up of the decade. In a shocking late-night interview aired on local television and streamed across social media platforms, Mkhwanazi directly named top ANC figures allegedly linked to the suspicious death of former Minister Nathi Mthethwa in Paris earlier this year, a case that has puzzled investigators, enraged the public, and threatened to tear the ruling party apart from the inside. What was initially reported as a tragic diplomatic accident during Mthethwa's overseas trip has now been cast into deep doubt. According to Mkhwanazi, Mthethwa's death was no accident, but rather a premeditated elimination, orchestrated by powerful individuals within the ANC who feared what he was about to expose. He was ready to talk, Mkhwanazi said with a calm yet chilling tone. He had documents, evidence, things that would have destroyed careers and sent shockwaves through the government. That's why he never made it back from Paris. Mkhwanazi claims that Mthethwa had uncovered a secret funding network allegedly used by certain ANC elites to funnel foreign money into private accounts, hidden under the guise of international development projects. The funds, he alleges, were routed through offshore entities based in France, the UAE, and Mauritius. These same networks, according to Mkhwanazi, were tied to high-profile names in the cabinet and within the ANC's National Executive Committee, individuals who were untouchable until now. He further revealed that Mthethwa had already reached out to a European journalist weeks before his trip, planning to expose the entire operation during a private press meeting in Paris. However, that meeting never took place. Days later, news broke that Mthethwa had been found dead in his hotel suite, with French authorities citing medical complications. No foul play was reported at the time, but according to Mkhwanazi, the official statement was heavily influenced by diplomatic pressure from South African officials desperate to contain the fallout. As details of Mkhwanazi's testimony continue to spread, the ANC finds itself in full crisis mode. Several senior members have refused to comment, while others have publicly dismissed the allegations as delusional and politically motivated. But sources close to Luthuli House suggest deep divisions behind the scenes, with factions turning on one another in a desperate attempt to distance themselves from the scandal. Insiders claim Mkhwanazi's evidence includes audio recordings, encrypted messages, and classified correspondences that could implicate at least 3 senior ANC figures. He reportedly handed copies of the evidence to international media houses for his own protection, stating that if anything were to happen to him, the information would be released in full. They can deny it all they want, he said, but the truth is coming. And once it's out, the entire system will crumble. Political analysts describe this as a potential death blow to an already fractured ANC, warning that if Mkhwanazi's claims are verified, the scandal could trigger resignations, arrests, and perhaps even the fall of the current leadership. Social media is ablaze with public outrage, with hashtags like #JusticeForMthethwa and #ANCExposed trending nationwide. Citizens are demanding a full independent inquiry, while opposition parties are already calling for President Cyril Ramaphosa to address the allegations in Parliament. Meanwhile, French investigators who had quietly closed the Mthethwa file months ago are reportedly reviewing new evidence following international pressure. Rumors suggest Interpol may soon get involved, further escalating tensions between Pretoria and Paris. For now, Mkhwanazi's revelations have plunged South Africa into uncertainty. Many see him as a whistleblower risking everything to expose corruption at the highest level, while others accuse him of fueling conspiracy theories to destabilize the government. Regardless, one fact remains clear: the story of Nathi Mthethwa's death has taken a dark and dramatic turn. As the nation holds its breath, one can't help but ask, if Mkhwanazi's claims are true, just how deep does this betrayal go and who will fall next?